I'm moral support for the McMaxwell. He's moral support at Motel.
Are we that scary?
What?
I said, are we that scary?
No, not at all. We want to be scary.
So are we ready to call it to order?
You can call it to order whenever you're ready.
Okay, well, let's call this meeting to order, the meeting of the Hotel Motel Board. And the first thing we're going to do, we're not going to administer the oath. So let's review and possibly approve the minutes of August 25th that are in your packet or on your desk here.
I'll make a motion to approve them.
Second the motion.
A motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that was too hard.
Didn't wait for names to be called.
Do we need to do that?
I don't think we need to do that with the three of us.
Okay. Well, that wasn't good, though. You need to remind me about these things.
Oh, no, I just meant with votes, but yeah, you're right. We didn't do attendance either, but yeah, we're good.
Okay, so next, recommend council action regarding grant application for Pryor Main Street in the amount of $8,000 for a lights-on downtown community tree. And Jenny is here to present us that, so tell us all about it.
So just a little bit of background. I know you guys received the packet, you read all of it, everything that was in the application, gave it a little bit in more detail of what it's going to be, what it's for, how it's going to benefit the community, how it's going to bring tourism. But this came about as a partnership that the police department came to us with their new facility, police and fire facility that's in our downtown corridor. And so we want to get a community Christmas tree. So this is one that's paneled, so each year we could add to it if we wanted to, and make it bigger and bigger. So the quotes that you guys have, the one that we are requesting, I only submitted within the packet, the one that we are asking for, which was the lowest bid, and then also with same decor, but I also come bearing good news, and we don't need the full 8,000. We're just gonna seek 6,771. So that's a little bit of good news and to add to that. But I'm here for any questions. If you have any questions, I know I've talked to you guys kind of about it, so. And then he's more for it. Yeah, you go for it.
No.
Yeah.
So on the change in the amount, it was originally, the cheapest tree we could find was almost 16,000, and that's when Jenny did the 8. Since then, at the very last minute, right before council, we had a last minute quote come in for, what was it?
I was like 11, yeah, some
11,665.
change.
And so we got that approved, and we also ordered, separately, Mayor approved the other day, is to get the ornaments and the tree topper that go with it from a donations account. And so that is why the reduction, exactly 50% of that is the 6771. So just kind of wanted to explain why there was such a reduction so quick.
Oh.
Thank you.
It's always good to
Thanks.
go lower than
Right.
more, so.
So is that what item 4 is? Is this the tree, what the tree looks like?
Yes.
Yes, and it's gonna be the LED white lights. It's gonna be housed there. They're gonna be able to store it. We're gonna be able to put it on a timer. It's also naturally safer there. And so, yeah, and so,
I would hope so.
yeah, and so that's kind of one of the reasons why it's a great location and a great partnership.
And we want to be a part of Main Street and downtown and, help out and have some good stuff in there. Got some ideas for next year once we actually move
Get
in
settled.
a week before the tree launch.
Yeah, which that works out. They're moving in
Right.
before, and then we're gonna have our lights on downtown, November 17th. We're gonna launch it, have our event downtown, draw people down there to shop. So it's all kind of come together quickly, but in the best way, so.
So what are these panels made out of?
I know it's like exterior artificial, like the tree, whatever it's called. What is it even called?
Because it looks like a
It's
Christmas
made
tree.
out of an outdoor Christmas tree,
Yeah,
Steve.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're actually like handled like,
Yeah.
if you look on these pictures that we've included, like the building, I mean, I think they're standing on the wire and stuff, so I think they're pretty hardcore.
Okay, they look like it, because that's why I was surprised how it was going together. I was like, wow, that's really neat. So,
And that was part of the deal with this one. Originally, our goal was to, you got Enid that's got this tallest Christmas tree in the world. We wanted to be like Clanmore that had, that big nice tree, but ultimately, money-wise, it's not reasonable to spend $50,000 a year on a tree. So We started off with this one, which was 18 foot, and then we can add 4 foot a year. So in January, this company goes on sale, puts their
Panels.
panels,
yeah,
extensions,
yeah.
whatever you want to call it, on sale. And so they'll be 30% off, so I'll probably come back in January with the mayor and say, $4,000 and we'll have a 22-foot tree next year.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of the long-term goal, is to get it built up, but this is kind of a starting point that we can go with.
No, that's kind of fun too, is to like add
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yes, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah, I think that tells how it's made out of it.
Okay, that was,
There you go.
I apologize, Steve, I should have known that, but
no, you're fine.
Yeah. We did know it, we wanted to know if you would find it. And then,
You're right.
yeah.
Did I do enough homework
Even
to
if I did,
figure
I
this
would-
out?
Yeah.
So-
I read it, I just already forgot.
So have we seen trees, or do we know how long these things last, or, yeah, I know there's a warranty on there, but, can I,
The typical-
idea of how long you think it would be?
I'm hoping that we can keep adding to it for a while, so my goal is, to do like 10 years out of it, but
Okay.
like I told council, with 21 years of law enforcement, I never thought I'd be asking for $12,000 for a Christmas tree, so it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Right?
We do know Lux Grove has a panel tree very similar. I don't know what size theirs are, but it lasted last year, and I talked to them a little bit about it, and so, and it's well weathered, and other Main Street communities use similar things if they don't get the real deal, so, I don't know an exact year amount, but,
The company said this is a pretty common tree from municipalities and stuff to have.
And who would help assemble it? Like, would MUB help with their bucket truck? Because it looks like in this one picture, there's a bucket truck, and then there's lots and lots of people putting on ornaments, so
Isn't that what the fire department's for? Being ready?
I guess so.
You said that,
yeah. So luckily, because we're pretty good at bringing together the whole community, we have a lot of buckets, no pun intended, that we can pull from for that.
Yep.
So, Big Electric has always helped us in the past. I have not contacted them yet, but that's one. We have, possibly the fire department. We have other people in the community with bucket trucks. I know, the Larimores have rented out things like that for us. We also have a design committee as far as decorations, so they would be able to facilitate, where they would go and things like that. And so, we have a lot of people willing to help, but
Okay. Okay. Any other questions about the tree request? And 6771 was the dollar amount you needed.
yes.
Just to be clear, we've already purchased this because of the time frame to get it here before the 17th, so I just want to make sure you guys understood that the city paid for it. It came out of our capital outlay for the police department, so this is technically, I guess,
A reimbursement.
kind of a reimbursement, but it's not even here, so.
Okay.
It's kind of not, but it kind of is, but just because if we didn't order it then,
It
it wouldn't be here by the 17th, so that was our goal. But I just want to let you guys know.
Okay.
And we let council know that we would be applying for this too. We obviously didn't say we got it yet, but we let them know that this was an avenue we're exploring. So they're aware of
Okay.
that as well.
And Barbara said that she's going to come down there and ring the bell in front of it.
Was it 67?
And be happy.
6771 was the approved requested amount. Okay. So do we have,
I'll make a motion, we approve the grant for 6771.
I'll second it. I can't, can I? Can I?
You can second it, you
Okay.
just can't vote.
Okay.
are 2 votes going to be enough?
Yes. If you have a quorum of who you have.
Okay.
Who you have here can't talk.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Dean and Steve Arick.
And
I abstain.
Okay, looks like an excellent project. I'm excited to see it.
We'll invite you guys to come down.
Okay, okay. You can stand inside it.
Yeah, probably.
You might be stuck there the whole time.
Exactly.
Like,
Don't call us to put it together.
That could be the jail. That could be the outdoor jail area. Yeah.
There may be people living
in case
in
they
it.
have too much eggnog.
All right, next on the agenda is discuss and possibly recommend council action regarding application from Pryor Area Chamber of Commerce, the amount of $2,900 for the Christmas Parade of Lights. Barbara? whenever you would like.
What?
I said, whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay, we just, this is, we've been doing it for a long time, and we get some sponsorship money, but we also then need, and appreciate help from the Hotel Motel Committee. It traditionally brings, well, you can't say traditionally now because we've been through COVID and everything, but it brings a lot of people. We have good community participation, which makes for a good parade. It's one of the largest in northeast Oklahoma. And certainly helps the restaurants, because afterward, a lot of
Yeah.
people go out to eat, and then the convenience stores. We use the money, as it says, for, we started a number of years ago putting the sound system downtown with the stage. We tried once not, and it's a different atmosphere, and so we went back to it. We think it's a good investment for it. And actually, a number of years ago, even extended the speakers so that it goes not just in 200, but 300 block, which I think is important more now with what's going on
Yeah.
with the trees and everything, to bring more together. This year, we've had a lot of phone calls, and we called workforce and got permission for food trucks to go into their parking lot. We'll work with them, and after about 2 o'clock, we'll move their customers. We committed to get signage done to be clear about what was going on, so that their clients will go over to the side lot so that we can have the food trucks coming in. And we're just beginning to get the applications in. We've had people calling for quite a while. There seems to be already a lot of interest. And another expense is bands make for a much better parade. And we started also a number of years ago giving each of the bands a stipend for coming over, because they don't come for free. I mean, it costs them money. They have to bring a couple of buses with bus drivers and everything, so we give them, each one of them money who comes. And usually we have the Mays County bands.
Okay.
How many bands usually make it?
Pardon?
How many school bands usually make it?
We usually have 4.
4.
Pryor leads it off, and then we have the others scattered along. We usually have about 70 entries. And last year we had a lot of floats, and they were really good quality floats, like people put a lot of effort into them. So we have the floats and, of course, a lot of marchers.
All right, so we have a recommendation to council for grant application for the Pryor Chamber for $2,900 for the Christmas parade. I'll make a motion.
I'll second. She's not here.
You can give her a-
That's okay, I'm making notes. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Okay, all right, Barbara, that one passed, so now go ahead to your next item.
Okay, this is new,
Yeah,
and it's
that in there.
exciting. I got a phone call one day from some people, and they're actually the cross on the prairie between here and Adair. It's the people who built the cross. And they called and asked if I had any,
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, there we go.
That's where I went. I was like, oh my
Thank
gosh,
you.
wait a minute.
they asked if I had any ideas about where they could put a pop-up museum for Christmas. And they went on to tell me they have 400 nativity scenes. And so I said, well, I don't, but I'm gonna go out and walk the streets and find them. So we did locate a shop, and the owner is being very cooperative. And it's on Adair Street, on South Adair. It's actually the building next to Red River Loans. It's that other half of the building.
Who owns that building? Who owns the building?
Craig Stanley.
Okay,
Stanley's rent-to-own.
okay, okay.
And I called him, and we're going to have to pay rent for the building, but he's being really fair on a lot of things. And our plans we would like for it, they have measured everything. It's smaller than we would like, but I think it's a good startup. And they're planning on 200 of their nativity scenes, and I've seen some of them, and they're, you just kind of take them for granted sometimes, but they've got some from all over the world. And I think it's going to be a really exciting and great beginning for us. And they're actually talking that they would love to find a place, and they were talking about building a place out on their property. It would be great if we could find a place in Pryor to put it permanently, and to be able to put all the
How big is it?
Pardon?
How big is the display? How big of the area is it?
The storefront, I didn't ask exactly how many, we just went in and they said we can make it work. There are 3 separate rooms.
Oh, it's all
I would
outside.
say it's probably about 900 square feet, 1,000. But I also did some research after I talked with them, just to see if I could find information on things like that. And there are some nativity museums in the country, but there are none in Oklahoma or in any of the surrounding states, other than there's one in Denton, Texas. So it would give us, a really good broad stroke on tourism potential. And right now they're planning on opening November 3rd, so it'd be for 2 months, from November 3rd to through the first week in January.
Some questions that I'm thinking is that I assume it's gonna be manned, so there'll be people in the building, and so it will be
Yes,
them?
Oh, yeah, all
Okay.
the time.
And will it cost anything for the public to go into it?
Free.
Okay,
They will have some donation boxes, but it's free.
and then, do you know what the hours will be?
Did I not put them on?
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Thursday
Are they on there?
9 to 6.
Open Thursday through Saturday from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m., beginning November 3rd till January 1st.
Okay,
They'll open the entire week before Christmas, and they also said that if downtown merchants decide to stay open extended hours for Christmas holidays, they would also match those longer hours.
and then are they doing the publicity for it? Are they going to be the ones who advertise and publicize it?
Do a lot of the
Okay.
publicity, but we also know how to get a lot of free publicity.
Right,
And I've already talked with some tourism people, so that we can get statewide publicity on it.
so the request for this is $2,300 from Hotel Motel. Okay. And the total expenses is 3,800, so they're going to, who's coming up with the 1,500? Are they doing it, or is the chamber?
What?
There's 1,500 remaining of the total expenses for this, with our grant of 2,300. Are they coming up with the 1,500, or who's providing the 1,500?
We will go out and find some sponsors, a couple
Okay.
of sponsors for it.
And these are the Hubbards, is that who it is? Okay,
Correct.
okay.
Amazing, really, I'd met them in passing, but they're amazing people. Both of them very talented. He's an amazing artist. So they're not just bringing them in and setting them down, but they're nice displays. They'll all have cards, and there's one room that's going to be from around the world. They have a lot of sets from around the world. They've been married almost 50 years, and she's been collecting since they got married. And I think I said they have over 400 sets.
So they're putting all the work into it, all the scenes, all we have to do is provide the building and the utilities.
Pretty much, yeah. Yes, they'll man it themselves, and they're doing, they're doing a lot of work on it.
And is it right there across the alley from Boomerang? Is that the location?
Pardon?
Is it right there across the alley from Boomerang? Is that the right location?
No, it's south. It's right across the street from
Like Hope.
the old Western Auto Building.
Oh, okay.
So is it where Max Corlette's office used to be in that block? Is that where it is? Okay, okay. Okay,
So it's south of here?
yeah.
It's
So
where the Western Auto Building is?
It's on South 80 here, so
Okay.
go
Oh,
across Main
north.
Street and you'll,
Okay, I got you.
It's right next door to, like I said, well, it's next door to the Smith Brothers closing office, abstract office.
Okay.
yes, it's just down in that next block right there,
It's before the alleyway.
in that building right there.
Oh, okay.
It couldn't be much better positioned than it is for us to promote and get people in to see it.
So you've seen the building and you know that it's a good location for that?
Yeah.
On the inside it works and everything? I guess they'll get it ready for you, right?
Yep.
I was excited about it, but we were, the chamber and the board, I brought it up to them at my last board meeting, and everybody in town that I've mentioned it to is excited about it. So, and like I said, I've already talked to some of the state tourism people about it.
I think it's unique. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd be willing to probably go for it once, see how it goes. It might be better than we anticipate.
Right.
Because there's nothing else like it, so I know that people seek that,
Yep. Proper publicity, I think it would really could be something that a lot of people come to see, so.
A lot. I think it's one of the more promotable things we've had in a while.
Pretty low risk if they're doing all the work and providing all the,
right.
pretty low risk if they're providing all the display and doing all the work and manning it and all that sort of.
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the only thing I
Yeah, to
see.
be able to do a pop-up like that for no more expense than we've ideated is pretty amazing.
Right.
Might have them take some kind of attendance or something, numbers, so you can see just how popular it is for next year.
Yeah,
Yeah, like even a logbook where people come from would be interesting to
Right.
see.
Yeah, maybe a guest book or something.
Well, I thought I'd talk to them too, and certainly they would be open on Lights On night and during the parade, and we're all, working because we have good things going on downtown. We have great shops going on downtown, and we need to get people from outside. The local people know everything's there, but we need to talk and have pieces from outside to bring in. One of the other things that we're doing is getting ready to do some campaigns with it started with antique shops, and then we decided to do antiques and boutiques, and all of Mays County, because Pryor is not the only town that's really doing some cool things, Locust Grove downtown right now is amazing. And I've always said, probably, it's hard to get people from Tulsa to get excited about getting up and coming to Pryor to see an antique shop or one shop. If you can say, come over to Mays County, we have this trail of great locally owned businesses. And that's something too that I think that we need to be talking about a lot more, is the entrepreneurial spirit and the fact that we have good, really good quality, locally owned businesses in this town that Tulsa people enjoy coming to see once they know we're here. And this is just another kind of tool that those of us who are doing that have to bring people.
That's what we were discussing before. People will travel to see something for Christmas.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And the more unique, the better, so.
Yeah.
Well, and also, yeah, and at Christmas, we also have people coming back home for Christmas, and it's good to have things, new things for them to see. And this is just a quality thing, I think, product.
Any more discussion? Do we have a motion for,
I can make a motion to approve
Second it.
2,300.
okay. Samantha makes a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Any opposed, same sign. I said aye too, I think, so it's all in favor. Okay. All right, schedule next meeting. Do we have any idea of,
I know we've probably got one more person who's gonna come with an application in November. I don't know if we could look at, probably would have to be a Monday, either the 14th or the 21st of November. I don't know if Monday would work for you guys.
we could, let's tentatively schedule it for the 14th. How's that work? Okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay. That's it.
All right, we're good?